Hello and welcome to my Vintage Audiophile channel. This is now my 59th video, and if you're looking at this video you're saying, I think I've seen this before, and you'd be correct. About 6 videos ago I did review this to a certain extent. This is the Sony CMT-SBT100 audio system consisting of a mini receiver and 2 Sony speakers. And I did touch briefly on some of the things that you could do with this, but I didn't really go into any detail. So I thought, what better opportunity to expand people's horizons even more by actually demonstrating some of the various things that you can do with this. Right now, as you can see, I have the Ion Tape Express Plus mini cassette recorder that is sitting on top of it. It is plugged into a 3.5 millimeter extension cord that goes from the headphone output of the cassette tape to the back of the receiver, where there is an audio in 3.5 millimeter jack. As you can see, I have it on audio in right now, and I will show you that you can indeed play a cassette deck through this if you wanted to. You could even do it with a normal cassette deck, I would imagine, because this is a amplifier. So you should be able to hear with no problem by plugging in with a standard 3.5 inch cable on one end and 2 RCA jacks on the other end to plug into the back of the outputs of your full-size tape deck. But for purposes here, I'm just going to show you that you can indeed do it this way. I've already got something plugged in for further demonstration over here for the USB, so I'm not going to use the USB that's you can plug into here with the USB cable, which would basically give you the same thing, just a different avenue of output. So I will turn this on, and you can see that it does work. So you can see it does work. Next up, I'm going to put it over into USB mode with my remote here. I don't remember if I showed this last time or not, but it has everything that's on the front here in duplicate, plus other stuff that isn't. And one thing I like about this best on this remote is it's got the separate USB function buttons, whereas on here, this function button over here, you have to keep pushing it to change to the different functions. So I'm going to push USB on my remote, and as you can see, it says USB. Another thing I like to listen to a lot is HD radio, because it offers so much more stations than your regular radio. This does have regular AM and FM tuner on it, but I do like to listen to a lot of the HD radio channels because they offer things that just aren't available on regular radio, and especially some of the oldie stations that play songs that you just don't hear anywhere else. And what I have here is an Insignia portable Walkman style HD radio. I don't know if anybody else ever made one of these small units like this, but Insignia did, which is a Best Buy brand. And I do have it already queued up so that you can see that it does have and it's on HD3. And as you can see,
would you marry me anyway? Would you have my
is another way I like to listen to music through this. Just by hooking up my little HD radio, I can listen to hours of HD radio on here without the benefit of having it already built into this. So that greatly expands my listening experience. And here where I live, there's probably a good 30 to 40 extra HD radio stations that aren't available on regular FM, so that makes it even nicer. I can pick and choose what I want to listen to, and I can always find something that I like to listen to, whether it be talk radio or country oldies or pop oldies or sports, you name it. It has it here locally where I live. One other thing that I'm going to show you about right now is the versatility of the Bluetooth. So I'm going to put it into Bluetooth mode, and it is trying to connect right now, but as you can see, I don't have anything turned on for it right now. I am going to go to my little thing here that I'm going to play next, and it is Bluetooth enabled, and it is something that will connect with it. And right there it's showing that it is connected, and I will start playing it, and you will see that what you're listening to right now is a record from my wireless turntable that hooks up to this, and the range on this is about 35 feet or 10 meters, so that you can technically have these in separate rooms if you want to. It's probably not as convenient to have to get up and change a record and go to a different room, but even in the same room you can have your record player sitting right next to you in your chair and change records at will, while this is up on a bookshelf or something in an advantageous spot to get the best sound quality out of it. Pretty neat, huh? And like I say, the turntable I have that's wireless is one I reviewed quite a while ago, the Heyday turntable from Target. So far it is one of the biggest viewed videos I've made, and this does work. I've never really plugged it into anything Bluetooth to listen to it that way. I always listen to it a traditional way with a regular receiver, but last night I hooked it up to this on a whim to see if it would work, and it does, and that's what inspired me to make this video. So this is kind of where my new video started, the idea, and because I hadn't really demonstrated much of anything else when I was originally doing the video for this particular model, I decided I was going to add the other stuff too. I just wish my old Zoom was working right now. I do have the cable here for the tape player, and I can plug that in here, and we shall see if it does indeed work also like it's supposed to. And I see no reason why it shouldn't. So I am going to plug it in. Sorry, I'm doing this all in the background so you can't really see what I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing. Hooking it up to the USB, and I will put it into the USB mode now with my remote. So we do see that it's still working with the Bluetooth. Now we'll put it into USB here, and let's see if it works. and no, it does not. So you cannot use the USB with this particular tape deck into this USB here. Yeah, I guess it's not a digital device that the receiver will recognize. It's an analog device, so you're more likely to get something from the USB if you have like a Zune, like which I have, which doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Sorry about that. Or an iPod, or even like a USB stick that you've got some music on it, because this will automatically read that type of music with a digital hard drive on it. Basically, is what you need to have, and then it should work. It'll recognize the files. From what I've read in the instructions, it will also scroll across here the names of the files and stuff like that, so that you play the songs you want to play and not just playing all the time. You can actually skip the tracks and stuff like that by doing the forward and reverse type of thing, like you would if you were playing the CD player that's included here. I think last time I did play a CD in here to show that that part worked. So that's what we have here today. So we do know that this does work, but only through the audio in. And the audio in will definitely play anything that goes through it. USB has got a little bit more of a criteria to it, and I was kind of wondering if the tape player would play, and now I know. This will work if you put it into a USB on your computer, but you first have to download the software that's on the included setup disk for this to get that program on your computer. Then it will recognize this analog player as something that you can digitize. But as is, without having any software downloaded into here, which of course you can't do, it acts like a normal analog thing, and it won't do anything. If you have rechargeable batteries in here and you had it hooked up to the USB, it will recharge your batteries, or any other USB device that has batteries in it. It'll charge like an iPhone or an iPad or iPod or whatever. Excuse me. But it will not play an analog source. So you learn something new every day, and hopefully this particular video is informative enough. I don't know if I mentioned on the first time I had this reviewed. On the back of this, there's two set of proprietary plugs that you plug for the left and right speakers, but on the other end of the speaker wire is bare wire, so you can basically use any speaker you want. That's 6 ohms. That's what's recommended for this. That's what I have right now, 6 ohm Sony speakers, and but you can use any brand, or excuse me, any size, just as long as it's 6 ohms or less. Any more than that, the volume becomes too low because it's too much resistance in the speaker. So if you like this video, please let me know. And once again, I apologize for the fact that my Zune wasn't working, which I gotta figure out why, because there's a lot of songs on there. And please like my video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any comments or questions about this video or any other videos of mine that you watch, please don't hesitate to ask questions or leave comments. And until next time, when I do my 60th video, please stay safe, please have a good time, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.